Be present in every moment. Be honest. Integrity. Still be in the moment. Hey fam, it's your girl MarshaunO. So I am back out here and I want to talk to you guys about the 5 ways to be more positive in life and love overall. The first thing is to make sure that you are changing your thoughts. Now, why is that important? Changing your thoughts is very important because a lot of times we get caught up in the fact that putting things on other people, we're making other people take on what we feel about certain things. And so when you start to change your thoughts, you start to look at life, you start to look at your love life different, in a more positive light, because you can put yourself in your spouse's situation, or you can actually say, you know what, I could be more empathetic and sympathetic. When you start to change your thoughts, you start to change the world around you, including your life, including your love life. So when you change your thoughts, you can change your entire world in a more positive way. So don't wait on your spouse to help you change your thoughts. Start working on what you're actually taking into your system, what you're actually listening to on a daily basis. The people that you surround yourself, how are they influencing you? If they are influencing you in a positive light, then keep them around. But those people who you seem to always get into an argument with, or they always mad, they're always bringing down the atmosphere and the energy within the area that you're in, start to slowly but surely get rid of those people, or you can get rid of them cold turkey. But change your thoughts, and with changing your thoughts, you will see that the world will just open up to you, and everything that you've been wanting to do and wanting to experience will actually come to you in a better way. Change your thoughts, change your life, change your love life to be more positive. So that is number 1. Number 2, you want to focus on making every moment that you can think of, every moment that you are a part of, into a positive interaction. Now, why is this important? If I'm talking about how to make your life more positive, then you need to find more positive people and situations and instances to be a part of, so you can enjoy and be present in every single moment that you are a part of. So whether you're with your spouse, whether you're with your kids, whether you're with your coworkers, when they start to talk about all of this negative stuff and start to bring energy down and the environment around you down, and you can't exit, specifically at work, you can't exit, guess what you can do? You can say, you know what, let's talk about X, or whatever happened with X. You can immediately change the energy around when you start to change the conversation. When you become intentional and get rid of that conversation. They don't have to know that you're changing the subject. Just politely change the subject. I actually hear what you're saying, but what about X, Y, and Z? There is a way to change the subject so you can be the leader in the situation, instead of letting the person bring you down, bring the energy down, bring the atmosphere down. So you want to create and be intentional about being present in every moment, especially when you're dealing with somebody, especially when you're talking to somebody. You want to be present. And when you start to become more present in your life, when you start to become more present in your relationship, it can't help but to be better. It cannot help but to be where people are drawn to you in a more positive light, because people, think about it, the people that you want to get away from and to get from being around are the negative Nancy's. The negative Nancy's, unless you're a negative Nancy yourself, that is not the person that you're thinking about calling to spend your time, to spend your waking moments with. So create and get around more positive people so you can be that more present in every situation. Be intentional about the people that you are bringing around your life. Be intentional about the spouse that you choose, so you can create as many positive moments as possible and be present in those positive moments, so we're not losing all of this unnecessary time arguing, fussing, fighting, doing whatever, right? So that's number 2. Be present in every moment as possible. The third way to be more positive in life and love is to practice honesty, even when you feel ashamed to do so. So even when you feel ashamed to do so, you need to practice being honest. Now let's talk about any type of relationship, but especially your romantic relationship. We all want somebody that is honest to us. So in order for you to attract and get the honesty that you seek, you have to also do the exact same thing that you were asking. So you have to be that honest person, even when you did something that you are totally ashamed of. Yes, even when you've done something that you are totally ashamed of. If your spouse asks you about it, do not go down that road of lying, because then you have to lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie. That is not sexy. That's not attractive. That is not deepening your relationship. And guess what? You have to remember that lie over and over and over and over again. And at some point, you're going to break down and forget what you said because it was a lie from the beginning. Or you're going to start to believe your lie yourself because you have told this lie over and over and over again. So be as honest as possible, even when you feel ashamed to do so. See, I remember, actually, this is a work example, but when I was at work, I was actually clocking in and out, but I was still on the clock. I know, but I was still on the clock, but I wanted to get my work done, so I was actually still working, but in any event, it got me in trouble at work. So when it got me in trouble at work and I had to go and talk to HR, when they asked me, I didn't lie about it. I just said, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I wasn't happy that I was in HR. I wasn't happy that I was being, because it actually went through an investigation and everything. I didn't get fired or anything, but I'm just saying I was ashamed after I got caught, because did I know what I was doing? Of course I did. But instead of me taking away my integrity and the person that I am, I went in there and confessed to doing it. I was honest about doing it, because if I would have went down the road of lying, it was an automatic fire situation. So why do that to myself? I know that I was in the wrong of doing it, so I just confessed to doing what I was doing. And I have to say that my boss came to me later on. She actually told me how much more she respected me for being quite honest and open about what I had just done and what they had investigated me over. And I just went in there and told the truth. As a matter of fact, I wasn't beating around the bush. It is what it is. All right? So even when you feel ashamed, be honest. And that could be even if you're doing something in your personal relationship, your romantic relationship that you are not happy about. Be honest, because you're going to forget that lie at some point, or you're going to start to believe it yourself, and then you have to continue this lie over and over and over again, and that stuff starts to eat at you. So why have it eat at you when you can just tell the truth? Yeah, you got caught, but just still tell the truth. It's okay. We're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. And in your mistakes, it's worse when you continue the lie versus just saying, you know what, I messed up. How can we fix this? How can I be forgiven? How can I get back in your good graces? Simple as that. I know, it's tough to say, but you have to do what you got to do, right? And then if you didn't do that thing in the first place, then you wouldn't have to worry about feeling ashamed about it. But that's a different video, okay? That's a different video. So practice honesty even when you feel ashamed about it. That is number 3. Number 4, be kind even when you don't think the other person deserves your kindness. See, this shows up so much in our romantic relationships, because a lot of times we get into these situations, or we get into these arguments, we get into these tough conversations, and the partner or even yourself decides to say something in a mean manner, or just decides to be rude, or whatever the word you want to insert there. It's not the way that you really want to show up and showcase yourself. However, in the heat of the moment, you decided to do said thing, and so instead of you continue on and going down that road of destruction, be as kind as possible and still showcase your integrity, still be in the moment and create another positive moment versus going down that rabbit hole of destruction, basically. So be kind even when you do not think that your partner deserves it. You be kind when you don't think that that person that cut you off on the road deserves it. Be kind when you're in the restaurant and somebody does something or says something bad to you. Still be kind, because kindness will win every time. Kindness will win every time. You hear that old statement, killing with kindness, because it really does work. Kill them with kindness. It doesn't matter how rude they're being, doesn't matter what they're actually saying to you. If you are being kind, that will show up in a much better light. You will showcase your integrity, and then that person will have that much more respect for you, the person that you are, and how you showed up in that not so good moment. All right? So be kind even when you do not think the other person deserves it. That is point number 4. And then point number 5, change how you respond to things even when you are annoyed. Yes, That could be just going back to the last point, be kind even when you don't think the person deserves it. You can absolutely change how you respond to things. You cannot and you do not have control over the way a person interacts with you, but you do have control of the way that you respond. You can respond in a kind manner even when you're annoyed, even when things are just going down the hill for you in that moment. You can be the person that has the integrity, that is still being respectful, that is saying, you know what, it's okay. It's okay, because we really never know what the other person is actually going through. And a lot of times we have bad days, we have bad moments, we have bad times, and they show up in the most unopportune times. I could just be having a bad day overall. And so you want to change how you respond to things, because you have control over you. Nobody else has control over you, no matter what. All right, so think about these things. Go ahead and implement them into your life. This is your girl, MarshaunO. Definitely, I'll see you guys in a future video. 2 finger salute.